Hey, what's going on, my friend? This is your favorite entrepreneur, Antonio Entrepreneur Millhouse, coming to you live from the Rise of the 1% headquarters. I'm back again with my brother G Bass, and we got another interview style piece of content. So I'm gonna ask my brother a few questions today. He's gonna answer them to the best of his ability. All right, and so we're just gonna go ahead and dive straight in. All right, so with that being said, let's get it. So Gerald, my first question I have for you is, what was the turning point that made you go all in on your business?
So yeah, it's two different businesses that I went all in my business career. And the first business was actually the entertainment business I had, Hard Hitters Productions Incorporated, that I founded and also was the CEO of. And like I said, what made me go all in on that business was pretty much when the club promotion side of the business was generating enough income where I was literally making a full-time income in that business monthly where I didn't necessarily need to work a job. So that's what made me go all in with that particular business. And when it came to the rise of the 1%, I literally went all in from day one. And I can tell you because when I was in direct sales and did very well in direct sales, matter of fact, the last company that I was a part of and also built a very successful team in was actually a travel company. And while I was building that particular business in terms of the travel company, I had already started a conference call called The Rise of the 1% in 2015, where I actually was interviewing different entrepreneurs, business owners who I felt were rising to the top 1% already in the top 1%. And after doing that conference call for a while, I decided, hey, I want to turn this conference call into a full-fledged community and company. And so before launching the Rise of the 1%, October 2016, we already had did a pre-launch. I had already saw that it was interest in people actually wanting to be a part of the Rise of the 1% community and company in terms of our membership platform in the beginning stages to even being clients of the Rise. And so on day one of us launching the Rise of the 1%, October 3rd, 2016, we generated tons of revenue on the first day of launching the business. And so that what had me go all in. I said, we got some here. And I've been going in now close to 9 years with the Rise of the 1%.
Wow, but that's dead. And I can definitely attest to that, bro. Anything that you put your mind to or whatever you involve in, bro, you definitely go all in. 100%, man. Good stuff, man. So question number 2 that I got for you is, what's one mistake you made early on that almost cost you everything, and where did you learn from it?
Yeah, so one mistake that I made that potentially could have caused everything was right back before the pandemic had started. I actually met a guy on Instagram and pretty much we started to network and started to talk about what we both did in regards to digital marketing at that time. And pretty much I decided, hey, you know what? I want to meet this guy in person because there may be some synergy that we potentially maybe could do some business together. And so I actually flew out to LA to actually meet this guy. And matter of fact, I got up with him and his team out in Beverly Hills, California. And literally we sat down and did a meeting. And we talked about coming together on a digital marketing service together. And I actually made an investment, matter of fact, when I came back to Atlanta, into us coming together on this particular digital marketing service. Now, I will say, we did start to land clients with this particular digital marketing service. We did start to generate some revenue, some profit. Some of our clients were getting results for this particular digital marketing service. What ended up happening was he actually ended up coming to me with a passive income opportunity and asking me, did I want to invest on that with him as well? He was showing me type of income he was making and stuff like that, and some others had made. And so what I ended up doing was taking some of my income and investing it in this passive income opportunity. It was a multi-five-figure investment. And literally after I made the investment, what ended up happening was he came back to me, said it was going to be some more money that was going to be needed. I'm talking about in the multi-five figures, another multi-five figures that was going to be needed. And that was not stated up front, and it wasn't even in our agreement. We had a contract as well. And so literally to this day, I mean, I've spoken to lawyers and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into all of that. I have spoken to lawyers and things of that nature about us being able to take this situation to court. But I can say that to this day, I have not recouped that investment back. And when I really think about it, it's like that investment actually could have been put back into our actual company of the rise of 1% over me making this investment into some passive income opportunity. And so I tell different entrepreneurs and business owners all the time, when you're really growing your business and you're looking to get to certain levels, I wouldn't diversify so quickly. If anything, continue to just reinvest back into that main business that you've already been putting that blood, sweat, and tears for a while. Get it to certain levels before you start thinking about diversifying. And also make sure the people you're doing business with are up on the up and up, okay? I became a lot more wiser in terms of investments moving forward because of that situation. So that's a learning lesson, I would say there.
Wow. Yeah, man. I remember that one, bro.
Yeah.
See, like one thing that I learned, man, even, you know, being plugged in with you and just learning from other entrepreneurs, man, like when it comes to business, man, you got to really find people that really got integrity, man, because most people don't have these type of values and principles that you live up on. And, you know, a lot of people just want to quit money and all that, man. But yeah, you got to do your thorough research, find people with integrity, good work ethic, people that's ethical. You know, they ain't gonna try to get over on you. But yeah, man, that's big, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, so my last and final question I got for you, G, is if you lost everything today, what's the first thing you would do to rebuild your business?
Yeah, I mean, if I lost everything, for one, I would go in and find out like why did I lose everything. So I would need to like look at why the business didn't succeed. It could be because of this specific niche market, may not be the market need to be serving anymore. Maybe we need to look into another market to actually serve, you know, in terms of a different type of problem that can actually be solved. Maybe to even look at the offer, right? Is this offer still the right offer for this particular market? Or like I say, do I need to redefine my offer for a new niche market or a new problem that could be solved? And then, you know, from there, once I have those elements in place, because from a very humble space, I mean, I've always been pretty great at sales. So sales, I wouldn't look at as an issue or even marketing because I've been marketing for several years, literally since I was 20 years old. So I know, of course, a whole lot of different marketing strategies to be able to generate leads to get clients. So long as that niche market is in place, there's a problem to be solved, got a great offer, pricing structure, sales process defined, go to market and start to generate some leads and start to get some clients and start to rebuild. So that's pretty much the steps that I would take there.
Good stuff, man. I love it. I love it. Well, yeah, G, man, this has been real, man. Appreciate you for giving the audience some value and your insights, man, based off of these questions I asked. So with that being said, man, if you got anything else that you would like to share with the people, feel free.
Yeah, so being you got something out of this video, make sure you bang the like button. Also, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your notification bell. Also, drop any comments in the comment section below. If you got anything out of this particular video on when I knew it was time to really go all in on the couple of different businesses that I went all in my business career. And I also say this too. Yes, I actually was fortunate enough to get to a place where both of these businesses have produced full-time revenue and profit. But at the same time too, it's the impact. It's the impact as well that was made. Even in the entertainment business, I love the entertainment business. I love entertaining others. I love seeing packed out events. So that also drove me to go all in. And then even with the rise of the 1%, we was getting success stories in the very beginning stages very quickly based off the different strategies that we was helping entrepreneurs and business owners put in place to actually grow their business. So alongside revenue and profitability, also as well the results as well is what made me go all in. So I'd love to know, did you get anything out of that? And also, if you're looking to go all in, what's going to be the turning point to make you go all in? Or if you went all in, what was that turning point for you? And also, did you get anything out of the other couple of questions Tonio asked me about as well in terms of a situation where I believe we could have potentially lost a whole lot, right, by investment decisions and not dealing with the right people? Have you experienced anything like that? And also, did you get anything out of what I shared in terms of if you had to start from scratch from a business not succeeding to get back to where I've been fortunate enough to get what I would do? Did you get anything out of that for yourself as well in your business? If so, drop the comments in the comment section. Also, feel free to share this around for anyone else you feel could benefit. And also, if you're a coach, consultant, course creator, or service provider, looking for strategies to back your calendar with qualified appointments, be able to scale up to that 20K to 50K plus a month mark in under 60 days without paying ads. There'll be a link in the description to a free case study. Just go down in the description of this video. You click on the link. You get access to the case study for absolutely free. With that said, this is Gerald Bass with the Rise of the 1%. Have a phenomenal day on purpose.